Hi guys, I'm Megan Lane, the intuitive actress, and I wanted to talk a little bit about healthy routines, good routines. Um, Even if I'm also really, really excited for fall, and I don't care if that makes me a basic, you know what, because I don't understand what all the hating is about if you like pumpkins or something. I understand about being like everybody else, being like sheep, but being concerned whether you're like everybody else or not makes you kind of basic, doesn't it? I don't know. I don't understand that concept, but I have some funny comedy that I want to make about it later. Anyway, routines. So, with the turning of the season, we usually change our routines up a little bit. Change out as the weather changes. You're changing out your clothes, maybe putting clothes away that were winter or even not winter, summer. Storing things that are too warm weather. Changing up your skincare routine, changing up your diet with the seasons based on what is in season. So I wanted to talk about what's in season in your life and what isn't. So with turning of the season is an excellent time to purge. A ton of us have been going through a major purge cycle, a major shift. I keep talking about it because it's going on with a lot of people. And it hasn't been a particularly easy shift universally. A lot of people freaking out, a lot of crying, a lot of shedding, a lot of closure from the past, and a lot of revisiting your past. So that's happening kind of across the board with everybody I know. So if you're going through that, fantastic. Let's look at your routines. So, for example, I'll go with my morning routine. I've been wanting to share this for a while. I wish I were a really good editor or had the desire to work harder on these, but I've got so much else going on in my life. So, my morning routine was not working for me. I'm not a morning person. I used to try to open my business, start doing readings around 10 a.m. I quickly, when I was back in Austin, pushed that back to 11, then back to noon. I still feel frazzled and like I'm scrambling. I pushed it back to 1, and that was the sweet spot. So now, because I have control over my schedule, but even if you don't, you have quite a bit of control over what you're doing with your time. So, after pushing it back to 1, that was the happy place. So now I have this big morning. And my new morning routine is actually quite different because I was waking up anxious with my heart fluttering or depressed or feeling like, ooh, morning, because I just am not a big morning person. So I have to move my car because I don't have parking included. I have an amazing apartment, but no parking. So I have to move my car. That's number one, I wake up, I go move my car. And then I usually do a hot tea or hot coffee or water with lemon or whatever I'm in the mood for that day. Then I encourage you all to do something mindful in the mornings because it's a really great time to get you time in before everybody else starts putting their demands on you, because you know how it is. Things start to happen during the day. So I've started doing, where is it? Oh no, where's my workbook? I'll show it to you guys in a minute. Oh, it's right here, right next to me. I'm doing this in the morning, Where Are You Stuck workshop with Lori. I'll post the links below to her website. She's an incredible, incredible teacher, life coach. She gets you to really work on your stuff. So I'm doing 1 word a day, and you'll understand that if you do her program, where you're looking at your belief system and rewriting your belief system based on what your associations with these words are that are hot button words in your life. Like say the word is love, then you write all about it and look at your current beliefs and what your new beliefs where you want to shift it. So that's my mindful activity. I'll usually watch my horoscope because it's fun. I like it. I'll usually watch something about health. This is YouTube stuff. Or read an article. I don't really, to be honest, I read the news, but I don't watch the news because a lot of people, I don't want to get into sounding weird conspiracy theory, but a lot of the media is trying to scare us or make us really triggered. I find that very negative, and it puts me into a really sad, angry place in the morning to start my day. And it's not that I don't care about the news. It's not that I don't want to know what's going on. I prefer to read my news, and I prefer to, if it's really important, I'll hear about it. That's a personal choice because I'm so sensitive. So it is about finding out what works for you. It may not work for everybody. You may love reading the paper in the morning. That's great. Do that if that works for you. So I do all of that stuff, kind of relax, eat a little breakfast, and then I'll work out. Lately, like I said, the gym wasn't working because it's so far. I like to go to their classes here and there at night, but in the morning, it's too much effort to get all the way into West Hollywood because I don't like the gyms that are closer, so I go all the way to Crunch, which I'm also quitting because I just wasn't loving it anymore, and it was far. So now I'm working out at home, which means it gets done, which means I'm more consistent. So my point of sharing my morning routine, and aside from like, oh, and then after my workout, I'll shower, do my whole skincare routine, get ready, clean, and then see my clients and meditate, like kind of get grounded before. So everybody's got stuff that works and that doesn't work. What I was doing before was just feeling anxious and not wanting to get going at all because I didn't like my routine. So you got to get clear on, is it because I don't like my routine? Is it because something could be shifted to be easier or work for me better? There's nothing wrong with that. Now is the time to clean out your closets, to put your summer clothes away, to maybe get some organizational stuff for yourself. Maybe it's back to school for some people, but if you're not in school, you still is that kind of back to school feeling. So now's a great time to organize your closets, maybe buy a couple fall pieces that are you now, that represent who you are now. Get rid of things that have holes in them that you don't wear. Like you can do the trick where you put your hangers backwards and with your clothes on them, and if you wear it, you put it forwards again. And if you haven't worn it in like 6 months, even 3 months sometimes, we wear 20% of our closets on average. They've done studies that show that. Get rid of it, or at least move it to another closet. And if you don't even think about it, donate it. Donate it, swap it. You know, somebody else could really love that piece that isn't really you anymore. Don't be afraid to let it go. A lot of us, I think that's why that Frozen song that drives everybody crazy is so popular, because there's so much that people want to let go of or trying to let go of right now. It's a major purge cycle. It's also about true self coming out, and that's kind of the work that people are doing right now. Forgive me for keep messing with my hair. It's wet and it's getting in my way, so I'm not being vain. I'm just like, you know, it's like driving me crazy. So anyway, that's about it. Are your routines serving you, or are your routines just making you pissed off? Find something that's fun. I've switched out my some of my workouts for doing just dance on the Wii. I'm so excited. I finally got a Wii because I'm such a nerd now. I'm like, woohoo! So I'm doing that instead of like driving all the way out there to go to a mediocre Zumba class that I wasn't like, I've had good teachers. This one was okay. But anyway, I don't care. By the way, I don't care if people think I'm basic, because whatever. You'll see my comedy later. It'll be really funny. I think I had a good idea today. So anyway, you guys, I kept rambling today. Have a wonderful Monday. If you're in LA, enjoy the rain. It's such an odd treat, and it makes me like so happy. And I want to like make my own healthy pumpkin spice lattes and watch Sex in the City just to spite people. Just kidding. We know if we're bad, we don't need affirmation. So, all right, my dears, I think you're great, and thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe, share if you want, and I challenge you to find some new changes or healthy routines that make you happy this fall. And good luck with that. Bye.